Welcome to Tech Talk Tuesday. In this video, you're going to learn how to teach your students to fact check online media sources. In this lesson, you're going to understand why it's important to fact check online media sources. You're going to learn some techniques for identifying misinformation and explore some vocabulary related to media literacy. So why does this even matter? Really? Well, we have an information overload in the digital age. We are surrounded by so much information, it's overwhelming. Within that information, we have information, but we also have a lot of misinformation and disinformation. That means critical thinking has never been more critically important. We've got to be able to sort through the mess. And frankly, it is our responsibility as digital citizens to be able to evaluate those media sources that we're looking at. So here's our essential questions that we'll be exploring today. 1. What are some different types of misinformation? 2. If I see misinformation, how should I respond? And 3. Can information that other people believe still affect those who aren't fooled by it? And here's some key vocabulary. First of all, a claim is to make a statement that something is true. Fact-checking, verifying a claim for accuracy. Misinformation, a false claim that is spread unintentionally. Disinformation, a false claim that is spread deliberately. A source is the origin or where the information came from, and bias is a tendency to favor a particular viewpoint. There is a plethora of misinformation online, lots of different types. But 3 that we're going to talk about are satire, which is using humor, irony, exaggeration, and ridicule with the intent to expose and criticize. False content, which is inaccurate or misleading information, such as misinformation, which is unintentionally spread, and disinformation, which is intentionally spread with the point of deceiving. And then there's manipulated content, which is authentic material like a photo, a video, or text, like a headline, that has been intentionally altered with the goal to create a false impression, with the goal to mislead audiences on purpose. And these are some red flags that we need to teach our students that when they see them, they're looking at misinformation. First, clickbait headlines, headlines that demand that you click on them. No author or info or publication data. You can't tell who wrote it, don't know when it was written. How do you know it's accurate? Poor grammar or spelling. Using too many caps or exclamation points. That's emotional language. Manipulated images or videos. In the world of AI, those are becoming increasingly common, and we've got to be able to spot them when it happens. One strategy that I like to use with middle schoolers is called SIFT, and it's in 4 steps. The first one is it teaches kids to stop, to pause before they hit share. That gives them time to do the next 3 steps, which is to investigate the source of the information they're about to share. Is it credible? How do you know? You're going to look for source information, where the source got its information, and when it was published. And again, if you can't find that information, it's probably not a reliable source. You probably can't trust the information. Do more searching. Look for other sources that support or verify the claim. And are these sources you can trust? Try to trace the claims, the quotes, the media source. Is this source quoting from another source? Check out that source. Find the origin, where this claim started. Now, obviously, this is going to take you some work, which is why we point back to the databases, because this has already been done for the information that you find in databases. And so databases are trustworthy, and you're not sure if what you see on the internet is trustworthy. In the world of social media, we need to be able to teach kids to be skeptical of content that goes viral, to verify accounts that seem to be official, be cautious of deep fakes and altered media, and pause. Think before you share. Is it really accurate information, or does it just sound good? And here are some other online resources that do some of this legwork for us. Snopes.com, factcheck.org, politifact.com, Google reverse image search, and of course the library databases. When students are using online media sources, we have to teach them how to do that effectively, such as analyzing the headlines critically. Is there a lot of emotion built into those headlines, or are they more factual? Use the SIFT method on social media posts. Fact check claims in class discussions. And create a habit for yourself of fact checking what you're seeing online. More strategies you can use to help you identify reliable media sources are lateral reading, check the source, identify bias, and look for evidence. A few final thoughts. What I presented here in this video is just the tip of the iceberg. I'll go much further and involve some practice when I teach students. And I can present a lesson similar to this with the practice built in to your students when you ask them to research topics. This lesson can be done in your classroom or in the library. Just let me know how I can help or to schedule the lesson. And you can use this bit.ly link or QR code that'll take you out to the library reservation page where you can set up a time to visit in the library with media sources. Thank you for your time, and I hope you have a great day.